In this video, I want to go over the 5 biggest mistakes that you likely are doing that is blocking your greatest love from coming in, and what to do to get rid of those mistakes so you can actually step into being the person who is totally loved, cherished, and adored, and manifest that relationship into your life that reflects all of those qualities. Before I jump in, today is the final day of my Your Greatest Love sale for 85% off. The link is directly below. All the information is there. But if you need a guided process on exactly what to do, if you find you get stuck or you don't even do techniques, you just watch videos and you need a protocol, this course is for you. Many success stories that you can read about once you click that link below. And again, the sale ends tonight. Okay, so let's talk about these mistakes. I'm going to jump right in. The first mistake that people make is they doubt their ability to manifest love. So I've worked with thousands and thousands of people. I see this doubt coming through in 2 specific ways. Either you doubt manifesting, or you doubt that there's someone out there for you. And it could be both. So let's just look at those. First of all, doubting manifesting. It's kind of normal in some ways to doubt manifesting, especially if you've never manifested anything else into your life. Manifesting can sound pretty magical, but the truth is it's very practical. If you just think about it in the way that what I really think I'm going to create in my life is going to set me on the path of actually creating it. That's super practical thinking. That's mindset work. One thing you can do to get rid of the doubt of manifesting is just look around and say, you can even look at my life if you want, if you believe I've manifested things, or you could look at people around you and be like, oh, they do seem to have created things. So maybe that means I could create something too. If you doubt that your greatest love can come into your life or that you can manifest love, again, just look around at people who have done it and say, okay, well, if they've done it, then I should be able to do it too. That is a great way to get rid of doubt. Just look around at your 3D reality, see that people have created the thing that you want. So that means that it should be possible for you too. Why wouldn't it be possible for you? Okay. The second mistake that people make all the time, this is probably the biggest mistake people make in manifesting anything, is they focus on what's not there versus on focusing on what's there. And people do this inadvertently. They do it unintentionally. Focusing on what's not there is going to activate a sense of missing inside of you, a sense of lack, a sense of, oh no, it's not here. Okay. So if you're thinking about your desire and it brings up stress or anxiety or sadness, then you are focusing on the lack of having it. How do you start to focus on having the thing that you want? This is where you have to activate your imagination. If you find it hard to activate your imagination, to feel like you're in that relationship or to hear those inner conversations, I'll give you a tip. The easiest way to do it is through scripting, writing it down. There's something, and I'm doing it like this because I actually mean a pen and paper. There's something that happens when you have your pen and paper, let's say it's a journal, and you start writing an actual story of having your desire. It helps you focus in a way that can be hard to focus when you're just freely imagining. So you want to write down, I'm in the greatest relationship of my life. These are the things that my husband or my partner or my wife or whatever you're manifesting does for me. This is what it feels like to be in this relationship. I'm so happy. These are the things we're doing together. Write it down, but do it every single day. Write the story of being in the relationship. Just write it down. It's going to be a lot easier for you to focus on having it when you're writing it down. That's going to automatically create an imaginal act for you. So for anyone who has a hard time visualizing, scripting, writing the story as if you have this relationship already, that is the technique for you. The third mistake that people make is they wait for the 3D to change to believe that it's going to happen. So they're constantly checking the 3D reality to see if anything's changing. It's okay if you're doing that, but you are eventually going to move out of that. Here's what I've noticed in myself and in my students, my clients, that when your belief in what you're creating increases, your desire to check the 3D reality decreases. So you can actually measure how much you believe in your end result based on your impulse to check the 3D reality. Why is that? Because when you start to actually believe like, yep, this relationship is coming, yep, or you're doing a lot of the scripting and you actually feel like, oh, when you're doing that exercise, you feel like you're in the relationship. When your belief goes up, that's all you need. That inner belief tells you this is happening. Like, for example, when I was manifesting my husband, I was doing so many techniques. I really outline exactly what I did in my course I do, which is linked below as well. I was doing so many techniques that those techniques activated the sense of he's here and he's coming. I was certain of it. So my checking the 3D, it was more like, I'm curious, like, is that my guy? Is that going to be, where am I going to meet him? It was a sense of curiosity, but it was not a sense of where is he? Where is he? Where is he only comes from he's not here. And all that is indicating is you need to do more techniques to feel like he's here now, okay? The fourth mistake people make is they are obsessed and they cling to a timeline. They need for it to happen now. This is very similar to the last mistake I was talking about, where you're only clinging to needing it to happen now because you don't believe it's happening and you don't feel like it's happening. And that's the problem in the first place. When you start doing techniques to feel loved, to feel chosen, you've constructed your imaginal partner. They are your dream partner and they are telling you these things and they are loving you. Trust me, the need for it to happen right now goes away because there is a sense that it is already happening. Yes, it's already happening in your imagination, but there's another thing that's going on. Your belief that it is going to happen is really, really strong. So there is not anxiety there. So when I was manifesting my husband, I was already 41 years old. I was 41. So yeah, my biological clock was ticking. There was like a sense of, oh my God, I need this to happen now. However, I did not become obsessed with the timeline. What I became obsessed with was feeling like he was here now. And when I really got to doing that work, he came in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, but I didn't put that in my timeline. I wasn't like, I need him to come in 3 weeks. I knew I needed it to happen soon, but I wasn't like, he needs to come by the end of the month. What I felt was, he's here, he's here, he's here. I knew the fastest way to call him in was to feel like he was here now. Okay, so you have to let go of the timeline. That is one of the ways to make them come in faster. The fifth mistake is neglecting thinking about yourself, both self-love and self-concept, as the foundation of calling in a relationship. Sometimes people just are too obsessed with the other person. This is in particular for those manifesting a specific person. You are highly focused on them and you're not enough focused on yourself. You have to remember that manifesting is responding to who you are being, your beliefs about yourself. Sometimes, and even when it comes to a relationship, that has nothing to do with another person. You want to be doing self-love practices that make you feel like an incredible person and self-concept practices that make you feel like you're an amazing wife or partner or like you're an incredible person in the relationship. While that is related to thinking about the other person in the relationship, it is who you are. It is your identity. Okay, your identity is what's going to call in the matching reality. So you have to get really good at thinking about yourself as if you're already in this relationship. If you need help on how to do any of these things, I suggest my course, Your Greatest Love. Sale ends tonight, 85% off. It's an incredible deal. And if you want to learn how to stop waiting for love to come, definitely check out this video next. I'll see you soon.